So let's start out with the Yankee rant today. So I am, if you didn't see the promotional video that I had put out earlier today, promoting the podcast for this evening, I will enlighten you. I'm a little miffed from this afternoon. Yankees had like a 1 o'clock game on a Monday. Very, very odd that happens. But a 1 o'clock game on a Monday at home against the Oakland Athletics. They were shut out. It was 2-0. Uh, listen, and I don't want to strictly focus on this game, but it is just like this game, I think, is a representation of what my issues are right now. Carlos Rodon was phenomenal all day, right? 7 innings, no earned runs, 1 hit. He was absolutely, it looked like Carlos Rodon, the $164 million pitcher that we signed a couple of years ago, everything that we signed up for. Yankee offense put up no runs and 3 hits. Anthony Volpe had a hit. Giancarlo Stanton had a hit. Jose Trevino had a hit. That is the second time that the Yankees have been shut out in the last 3 days. It is the 4th time the Yankees have been shut out this season. And I am genuinely beginning to worry that this Aaron Judge is the Aaron Judge that we will get all year. Okay. I don't know that lack of spring training at bats is an excuse anymore this late into April. He's hitting 183. He's only got 3 homers. His OPS is 674. That is nothing like what we've seen out of Aaron Judge in the past couple of years. So I didn't think that I would be here saying right now that, and I know that, listen, I know Aaron Boone got ejected and all that stuff. That didn't have any impact on the game, at least in my mind. But this is kind of a worrisome thing for me, Dalton. I didn't think that the issue would necessarily be them on the offensive side of the field. Now it's looking like that could be their biggest problem as opposed to what we thought with pitching. I don't want to panic, but from what we're seeing here, it's not looking too great in the offense department.
Yeah, so I get it. And 4 shutouts, I think, is emblematic of that offense's ability to be very boom or bust.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of swing and miss in that lineup, a lot of home run hitters in that lineup. I think you're going to see a lot of games out of them where they score 8 to 10 runs. You're also going to see some where they score 0 to 2. I think they're more prone to that than some other teams. Over a course of 162, I think you trust that to play in their favor, and I think it will. Mm-hmm. So to me, I mean, it's very similar. Like last Wednesday, the Dodgers played a day game at home against the Nats and lost 2-0 in a rookie making his major league debut. This kid Mitchell Parker, who by the way looks really good, but he dominated the Astros yesterday too. But I think games like that just kind of happen in the course of 162. And I'm not telling you as a fan that you shouldn't react to it, right? That's why we're fans. One thing I will say, Aaron Judge, if you want to let me bet over 199.5 on his batting average for the season and over 699.5 on his OPS for the season, I will give you. I'll lay minus 200 odds on it, and I'll bet my salary on it. I don't think that this Aaron Judge is who we're going to see all year. I don't think that that's remotely within the realm of possibility. Mm-hmm. It's really easy to forget. How many games are the Yankees into their season? 21, 22?
Yes, it's
right. I mean,
remarkably early. It's 23. Yeah.
I was talking with a friend the other day who was worried about Freddie Freeman, who, came into, I think it was before Saturday's game. He came into Saturday's game batting 268. And my buddy's like, man, like it just, I'm not really like, is he just getting old now? Is this what's happening? And I'm like, you got to understand, 268 at this point in the season is 3 hits away from 304.
Yeah, right.
We're talking about such small samples, and I don't mean to like throw cold water on the show in that way. Like our job is to react to this stuff and have some fun with it.
Sure.
But at the same time, it's like, man, like you got to let these things play out a little bit, And with a guy like Judge, sure, it's not the start that he wants or fans want, and I get that, but there's no way this is who he is. There's just no way.
Yeah. No, I tend to lean towards the like this is not what we're gonna get. I am worried just because it is a stretch of. I mean, it was just a day ago or so, or 2 days ago, where he went 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, and it just looks like the approach is different. He's the past 2 seasons. He has been finally, because the first 4 or so years of his career, he absolutely could not lay off the slider down and away with 2 strikes. He just couldn't lay off that pitch. And the last 2 years where he's been at an MVP level, his approach has just been so different. And this year it just seems to be he's almost like reverting back. It's as if like he knows he's struggling and he's trying to just do everything he can to get himself back. Again, that's not totally irrational, but it does leave fans worrisome, including myself. So I'm a little,
Yeah,
you know,
I get it. I get the feeling, but he'll adjust. That's
I'm sure he will.
as a third party observer who doesn't have the emotional attachment to it. Like, I mean, I'll
Oh,
put it this way: if somebody wants to trade me Aaron Judge in fantasy for less than his preseason value, I'm taking it. You know,
yeah, I'm sure. Aaron Judge at the moment is killing me in fantasy. I'm just going to say that. But
give it time. Give it time.